people often end up with the energies where they have stored. Okay, so a vulnerable point. So this vulnerable point, what do I mean with that is, we have a whole body, we have a whole mental situation, and we have possession, worldly possession on this earth. So I can tell you that every one of us have something which is called as strength and the weakness. And there are so many strengths we have, but the particular one strength, we all know that we all have particular one strength in and also one weakness. That is the so what I want to tell you is, what I want to convey you guys is, just move back to the Mahabharata. In that, you all know how the death of Duryodhan has happened. Okay, he died because of his karma. Everybody knows that, right? He died because of his karma. But any one of you have noticed that how he died? Like, yes, of course, he has converted into Vajra. His body has converted into Vajra because of his mother's blessings. He has converted into Vajra. And how his mother has performed those things on his son, because he has did tapasya, that is, she has accumulated those much of energy in her eyes, right? In her eyes. How this feels like so much non-scientific, right? But think in a scientific way, in a logical way. Okay, try to think in logical way, then only you will get the idea of what I am trying to tell you. Fine, so get back to that Mahabharata story. It's not story, it's a real actual history event. Okay, so yes, his mother name was Gandhari. Okay, Gandhari, she was you also guys have seen the scene of that movie or serial, whatever you have seen or heard somewhere. So what is the actual thing when in her times, when she was in her childhood phase? So at that time, she just enjoy light, like she cannot live without light. She started panicking if there is no light. She just fear of darkness. So she loves light, so not love, but she enjoys light so much. She only wants light. Also in the darkness, her dasis are all, they are trying that if it is dark, then she must not be fear of darkness. So to avoid her fear, all the dasis perform activity like they lighten up the diyas in their room so that darkness will go away. So this much of she was fond of the lightness, and she just fear of darkness. So by this way, so you guys know her strength is light and her weakness is darkness at her childhood phase. But still he performed the activity for his husband to make okay, not to make, but he sacrificed. Yes, she sacrificed her strength. She sacrificed her weakness and strength also on the same time. And she lived her whole life in the darkness, from which she was the most fearful. At that point, she has sacrificed all the main thing. She just enjoyed light, and then and she sacrificed it for her throughout her life. So what does this mean? That when somebody loves something so much, but he or she sacrificed that thing for other, not for self, not for our happiness, but for others. If he or she sacrificed the most loving thing with that thing, if she cannot able to live her or his life, if they sacrifice such thing, then at that point accumulation of energy happen. How? Let's just take another example to explain, to get this thing clearly. Okay, let's just take another example. Now you all guys have gone through a breakup some of the other time, right? So just rewind it in your mind, that when the breakup happens, like if it has happened with a mutual decision, then there is no worry. But if you guys are cheated by your girlfriend or boyfriend at that time, how much angry do you feel at that time? There is a ball of energy in your chest. You feel like you have to do something, like you need to control that energy ball, that energy chi ball in your chest. You can literally feel at that time that something is going to blast from your chest. Yes, I hope you guys are getting what I am trying to convey you. So at that time, you felt like there is something inside your chest. You need to do something. You need to show to the world. You need to do like something. Oh my God. So at that time, you can able to feel what is that energy ball inside your chest. The same thing. That same energy is accumulated, not in the form of anger. This is the energy in the form of anger. Your energy in the form of anger. And let's take another example. If you are feeling very low, very tired, but if you open the WhatsApp, YouTube, or call any friend, and somebody motivates you at that time, then you suddenly feels a spark of energy, like spark of doing something initiated inside you, something which make you feel energized, right? So that energy, I'm talking about that kind of energy. Okay, these are the different form of energies. That was anger, energy of anger. Now this is the energy of motivation. Your body, your physical strength is it's something different. This is something different. This is beyond something physical. Okay, your physical, no matter what, you are sick or what, somebody motivates you, you just start feeling something high inside your mind, like you have to do something, you are feeling motivated. So that is a different kind of energy. So these are the forms of energy I want to tell you by with this example. So the same way, that energy, the sacrifice, the energy of sacrifice which she has created inside her eyes, because you can simply feel that, right? So inside her eyes, that was accumulated from so many years, and when she opened that eyes, those accumulated energy that need to be converted into something, right? Energy never be created nor be destroyed. So she has never created that energy. That energy just accumulated because it has transformed from the sacrifice of so many years. So that has transformed from that energy, one form of sacrifice, into the potential energy, you can name it. Okay, so that energy has converted into, not converted, but that, okay, you all of you know that fire energy, right? Fire is with the help of fire we can strengthen the metal, we can melt it, we can strengthen it, we can transform any substance from one form to another. In the same way, that energy in the form of fire, not in the form of fire, actual fire, but it has intensity which is related to fire. Okay, it has intensity that which is related, which is directly, it's a characteristic of that energy that relates with the fire so much, and that has converted his body into Vajra. I am trying maximum of myself to make you understand with the help of scientific and logical reasoning, so that you guys can get it, what I am trying to tell you, what I am trying to tell you right now. So this is over now. This is the whole form of energy of sacrifice and how he has converted into Vajra. Now forget it all. Okay. Now focus on Duryodhan. Yes, focus on Duryodhan. What he has done in his lifetime. He has done so many bad things, so many bad karmas in his lifetime. But the main intense karma which he has did, that is the main papa, the main or the huge form of papa we can say, is he has done the insult of Draupadi. Insult of Draupadi has done by many, but for him, now we are talking about the Duryodhan. So how he has done insulted, how he did insult of Draupadi is the main point, the main focus. He insulted the Draupadi by saying that, come sit on my jangha. Jangha means the thigh. So come sit on my thigh. That is the main vachik pap which he has done. And to call somebody which is other's wife also a form of respect. She is a woman, and she is a woman. Woman, we need to respect women as per Hindu, not as per Hindu, but we need to respect women. This is very common sense, this is very ethical. And he said to that woman, which is other's wife, which is Pandava's wife, and also those Pandavas are their younger brothers, and younger brother's wife, he had said her, like ordered her that come sit on my jangha. And that is the main mistake which he had done to Draupadi by saying directly to her. And how the karma backfires him, how this karma backfires him. Karma knows itself very well. It is like pre-puzzled. Okay. Karma is like pre-puzzled, which is already planned for ourselves, what we do, how we fix the blocks. And karma knows where we have forgotten to keep the block, where we have kept the wrong block, and at that block which we have forgotten to keep there. So in the whole puzzle, karma knows that where we have done the mistake, where we have done the silly mistake or the huge mistake by keeping the wrong block at the wrong side, and at that place we become the most vulnerable being, most vulnerable part of our body, of our life sits there, where we have kept the wrong block of that puzzle. Got it? This is, you can also say that this is a form of art. Like when you see the story of karma, like when you try to analyze the karma, what is karma, how it acts on a human body, how it acts on different species, you feel very, you just left amazed by seeing, by understanding that karma thing. It's not just a art form, it's a whole new concept, not new concept, but it's a whole new theory on itself. It is so amazing, it feels like a game. This is something I want to tell you. When we are living our life, we know we are solving a puzzle, and we also know at which point we have kept the wrong blocks. We definitely know ourselves, our inner self definitely know. It knows exactly where you have kept the wrong block, where you have not kept the block, where you have left space empty in your life. You know yourself very well, and from there you generate your strength and weakness, which come at every point of your life, that come in front of you, every point, at every decision, at every road, at every actions that come in front of you, and tell your inner self. It shouts on your inner self that, oh Aneri, you did not have done this. Oh Aneri, you have done, it's like Your inner self come to you and tell you everything, like everything, what you have to do, what you need to have to do, what you do not need to have to do, tell you everything. But what you do, what we do, we just ignore it. We just ignore it. And why we just ignore it? We ignore it to make ourselves comfortable in some place or some situation. We feel like we are making ourselves comfortable, we are making ourselves lazy, not lazy, but we are making ourselves something which we are not okay, something which we are not might enjoy the thing, something which we are not might want to show the world what we have done, or we just run away from our karmas only. But karmas are amazing. Karmas knows everything. They knows every fucking thing. They come to you, tell you that you haven't done this, you need to do this. They come to you, but you just ignore it. And at one point they stop telling you that what you need to do. They stop telling you. They just backfire you, because your karma knows that you can't be able to get. They are just tired of explaining that things to you in a different forms of universe. They have just tired, and they just now they left with no option. They have only one option, that is just attack you. Now you are over. Boom, you are over.